Well, hello there, everybody. We are just coming back from our double header here. We are going to now be casting the second game in Dust We Trust versus Playground Tactics. We are just getting ready to go here. I am joined, of course, by Anthol. Say hello again, Anthol.
Hello, hello.
And yes, we just restarted the stream to split it so that the people on YouTube will have separate games to watch. And yes, so Playground Tactics versus In Dust We Trust. How do you think this is going to go, Anthol?
I think this is probably going to be the hardest match of Industry Trust playoffs so far, which, isn't saying much. Uh, but I do think Industry Trust are going to be able to win, probably 5-3, maybe 5-4. Industry Trust are playing without Darkstar tonight. They're going to be using Hypnotoad as their backup.
Indeed. So we last time we saw Tano play, we have not seen Hypnotoad play. He actually wasn't even paid, as far as I know, up until now. So Industry Trust playing with someone who's not part of their normal roster. We're going to have to see how they can pull this one off.
Yeah, hopefully it won't affect their play too much. I know neither of these teams are really happy with Granary. It's not their strong map.
Well, especially because Industry Trust have really, really good scouts, and they just do not like that granary middle.
Not at all.
The soldiers love it, though.
It's a very soldier-heavy mid, just because both soldiers can jump up to the top and just rain rockets down on any unsuspecting teammates. Or not teammates, enemies.
For sure, and all kinds of weird stuff can happen. Sticks can come up over those things. It can be raining grenades down on your head. As a medic, that's a real horror. Just having you're 100 health, all of a sudden a pipe just comes right up and over and pops you in the face. You have to be real careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we are pretty much slated to go anytime now. As far as I know, it doesn't look like we have any undue delays tonight, which is a great thing because ECA loves delays.
Yeah, there was a Counter-Strike Go update earlier, and sometimes that can mess up the ESEA client and just really mess with servers, but it looks like everything is hunky-dory, so... Actually, I do see Darkstar joining the server, so maybe they aren't playing with a backup.
Ooh, Darkstar making that clutch comeback.
So the last time these teams met was on Viaduct, and of course we just saw how Industry Trust plays on Viaduct, and Playground Tactics lost 4-1. But that was in week 2, so they've had a lot of time to study what Industry Trust are doing and come back and prepare a lot for this match.
Right. And both teams have 6, so we should be going any moment now.
And Playground Tactics on Granary this season did win over Randy and Chums and lost to Toon Gang. And Toon Gang actually did just beat Randy and Chums in the lower bracket last night. In a controversial win, to say the least.
For sure. And I heard that one of the DDoSers was actually on Randy and Chums' roster. Did you hear anything about that, Ethel?
Yeah, there's been some DDoSing going around on a bunch of casters, pug players, and it looks like it's making its way into ESEA playoffs. And I believe Randy and Chums were up and winning in the final round on Viaduct last night, and magically their top player, who was sniping and destroying everybody, dropped out, and they were forced to play 5v6 against Toon Squad.
Oh,
Toon Gang, or whatever they're called.
That's no good.
Yeah, just using the absolute minimum time for the pauses, and just basically forcing them to play 5v6. And magically, as soon as the match ended, the dude's internet was fixed like nothing was ever wrong. So there's a lot of speculation that he was being DDoSed or attacked in some way during the match, just so that his team would lose and Toon Squad or Toon Gang, or whatever they're called, would move up into IM, since they did already lose once and were in the lower bracket.
That's really unfortunate. We hate DDoSers. They suck.
Yeah, they really do.
We used to have this problem a lot in competitive Left 4 Dead. It was very, very hard to not get DDoSed in anything that was anything of a match.
Yeah, and I've been DDoSed a couple times just for streaming. Just doesn't really make much sense to me.
There's somebody, he was basically anyone that streamed TF2. He would start just DDoSing, and you'd have to basically go server after server after server to eventually find a server that couldn't be DDoSed.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that one person was actually DDoSing the servers and emptying them out.
I've been personally DDoSed and had my server DDoSed while I was playing on it, so.
Well, kids, remember, it's federal offense. You end up getting taken out by the FBI and their very shiny guns.
Don't break the law.
It's stupid.
So of course, Industrial Trust in the regular season were 15-1, and Playground Tactics were 12-4.
So yes,
I'm trying to remember. You're trying to pull up.
Playground Tactics also a team I believe Industry Trust played early in the season.
Yeah, they played on Viaduct.
Yes.
Playground Tactics are the number 4 seed, and Industrial Trust the number 1 seed. So as we get into this third round of the playoffs here, we finally get to see some of the upper bracket teams playing each other.
And it makes for good TF2 and good casting.
And I believe Crunchy Bunch had already played tonight's entertainment and beat them 5-2. So whoever wins this game will go on to upper round 4 to play Crunchy Bunch, and I believe the winner of that will go into finals.
Well, Crunchy Bunch really looking strong at the beginning of the season, going from first seed into what they were third, as far as I know.
And they lost a couple of games right at the tail end. There was some talk that maybe they did it on purpose just for seeding, but I'm not really sure what the story was there.
They were looking really good though on their gravel pit matchups. So being the only team that could get a win against Industry Trust, that's still a real feather in their cap. I wonder if we're going to be seeing a repeat of what Lunacide did in that one game where he jumped up way into the skybox there, sat on a lamp, and then just sort of sat there and then got found out and killed.
There are a lot of hiding spots on Granary, but Industry Trust aren't really fans of hiding that much. Their strats are pretty straightforward. Just go in and kill everybody.
Yeah, they're also fans of not actually looking for people in hiding spots, as Randy and Chums sort of gave them some grief there with the back cappings and stuff like that.
And both teams are ready, and it looks like we are going live soon. So we have Industry Trust over on the blue team, and Playground Tactics over on the red team.
Well, very good. I do not think we are going to be running a pyro. Here we go. We have both Demomen. We will be able to watch the Demomen roll out here. And that is a good rollout of both Demomen. Actually, one of them is Playground Tactics' Demomen is going through the other way here. This gives Kleptomaniac a good advantage in getting the mid first.
Yeah, KL taking the upper area, going out that way, but immediately getting bombed in. And we have Typhus kind of hanging back behind Industry Trust. He looks like he's going in for the medic. Isn't able to get the kill, though.
Oh,
but
man!
eventually, Indust is taken out by Rikachu. So Industry Trust not looking too good in this mid fight. As Darkstar is the only one left alive, and that's a full team wipe.
Wow, that was just getting out DM'd there. Like, Endust had really good positioning. He likes to take that high ground road when he goes in as a medic. This usually gives him an advantage in not getting bombed in on. However, Playground Tactics just pretty much slobber knocked them right back.
So now Industry Trust are going to have to defend their last here.
Really, really, really bad start for Industry Trust there.
They were able to kill the medic, so Ubers are going to be out even. It's going to let Industry Trust get set up here on their last.
Yeah, they need to be careful though. One bad move here, and that could be the round. That's one of the things that Industry Trust I noticed they do is they underestimate the other team a little bit early on into the match, and those initial fights for the mid can be really disastrous sometimes, especially on a map like this that they don't like.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ubers are about even. Both teams just kind of building with their scouts. And you can actually see exactly what you wanted. Lunaside over on his left side over there, hanging on top of that lamp.
And deciding that he does not want to do that anymore as the door does open.
And Playground Tactics actually immediately checked that spot.
That would be good. Knowing your competition, watching your competition's games and knowing what they do is a really important part of ECA.
So the bomb in comes in from Playground Tactics, and it failed pretty spectacularly.
Yeah, they're not
Typhus taking himself out.
They're not even going in on that. I think that might be to get Typhus as a sniper.
Yeah, that could be an off class.
Because there was no push on that. Well, Typhus is back as a soldier, so it looks like he was just... No, we have Insomniac as a sniper, so there is an
That was him
off-class.
holding the door open.
So we do have the old sniper here. He's using a bot killer sniper rifle.
Looks like he's going to be trying to snipe out from the upper door.
Goodbye, Lunaside!
Lunaside.
Oh man, Endust in big trouble there, but Insomniac does not make the clutch hit.
And Insomniac getting out with 8 health.
But Endust down their roamer now. Whoa, Klepto on that high ground there, and landing some nice pipes there. But we do have no heals on Klepto, so this is going to be real rotten. We're going to need to see an Uber here. There's a sniper just free sniping there, Endust dodging as best he can. Wow, there's the pop. A really nice holding onto the Uber on Endust's part.
Yeah, but the Uber was well long over for Playground Tactics.
Yeah, for sure.
So Industrials are going to have to get this point, or there's going to be about a 10 to 15% advantage.
Well, Endust just having balls of steel there, not popping, even though with the sniper sitting there free sniping. The heavy doing huge work here and pushing everyone back. Endust we trust not getting that second point.
This is going to be another hold. But no sniper this time, so just running the heavy. But Darkstar is coming up sniper.
I don't know. With them having the Uber, it's going to be slightly first. And
Industrial Trust were building, and Playground Tactics were not, so...
Yeah, so they do catch up. However, I don't know how much a sniper's going to be doing in an Uber fight here. And yeah, the Uber's already popped as they go in. Oh,
yeah, but Darkstar taking out Insomniac real quick.
Getting a nice body shot there on the scout. Will it be enough though? Yeah, Playground Tactics is not pushing hard at all. They basically took that death and ran with. Very cautious team. Very thoughtful team as to what they're doing.
And now Lunaside is up as spy. Probably trying to get a pick on either that heavy or the medic so they can go ahead and push into second.
Usually I'm quite optimistic about Lunaside spies because he does very well, but I do not think this is going to work all that well in Granary. But we'll have to see. In the very least, he can at least see where they're building, see where they are. Oh boy, this is not good. He's totally found out.
Yeah. Taken out pretty quick. So now both teams finally building up their Uber, and Industrial Trust down Lunaside. He's not going to be back up for another 5 seconds.
Well, Darkstar's going to try and get a
And
sniper to even it
Indust
up.
drops his Uber.
Disastrous drop there. I did not see what happened. What got him?
One of the scouts came in through the pipe and just was able to meat shot him a couple times. So Industrial Trust are fighting this 3-on-6 against the heavy without a medic. Darkstar the only one left alive, and not even a single death on Playground Tactics.
Yeah, I do not think that they should have ran 2 off classes at that exact moment, especially how badly Lunaside's outcome was. And then Endust is dropping there just totally. That was just a complete, utter chain fail.
So it was 1-0 for Playground Tactics over Indust We Trust.
Indeed, Indust We Trust barely even getting any frags that round. Look at the score differential. Playground Tactics are in this to win it.
And Typhus gets the first kill on this mid on Lunaside. And Indust not looking like he's going to be able to make it out here. As he was taken out by Preston.
Yeah,
Just 2 people left alive, Bill and Darkstar, going up against the World. And just Darkstar trying to get...
So close.
Able to take out the medic.
He did get the medic. Very nice.
Before he was greeted with a pipe in the face by Rikachu.
Yeah, that just was really unfortunate. People were trying to make kills there and didn't make any. In Dust We Trust need to blow past that middle. Like, they need to not fight on that middle. You know, they need to just basically take this point and just push through to that middle and get to the second to last point. Get this middle over with.
Fortunately, they were able to delay that mid-fight just a little bit, so they got some reinforcements into second and weren't immediately holding their last like they were last round. So now both teams building an Uber. In Dust looking like they have a huge advantage just because Darkstar was able to get that med pick
Well, Playground Tactics
pretty late.
Playground Tactics have a very, very good defensive strategy, and it's, you know, really shutting down Industry Trust Bombings, which is where the bulk of their strength lies. Mumbo getting a little bit of a ruin Uber here, though, and running in. Not enough gun shots in the clip, though he does get helped out. Very nice. This is exactly what Industry Trust need to do. Get in there.
But the back cap...
Oh! Wow, We Trust totally failing here. Looking... Oh, man. This is what I was saying also earlier. Industry Trust do not look for back caps.
So an unfortunate round there for them. So now Playground Tactics is leading 2-0.
That could have been like an amazing push past that middle and just gotten them out of that danger zone. But instead, you know, Playground Tactics just outsmarting them and taking those last points right from under their nose.
Playground Tactics looking very strong. So far, they've won both mid-fights.
Indeed, they're playing a really good DM game. They're absolutely destroying Industry Trust in frags, and they're, you know, pretty much outsmarting them.
Industry Trust looking a little bit more passive this time around, but it doesn't seem to matter as Playground Tactics is just cleaning everybody up.
Well, this is, you know, you could almost say this isn't even the same team that we saw before. This is like, wow. All of a sudden, Playground Tactics, huge, going huge.
This could very well be a round for Playground Tactics as they have a full Uber in their entire team. And Industry Trust are just now getting their spawns and coming in to defend this last point.
Yeah, like the entire offensive line of Industry Trust have barely gotten a double-digit score combined. This is as disastrous as it can possibly get. I do not know what's going through the mind of Industry Trust right now, but they are basically getting the rolling of a lifetime.
It's now 3-0 at the half for Playground Tactics over Industry Trust.
Well, Industry Trust need to just, you know, stop for a moment and give their heads a shake and go, what the fuck is wrong, guys? Not seeing the same type of energy and the same type of effort that we're normally seeing from Industry Trust. They're just, you know, it's like the entire roster is all backups tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're going to be discussing quite a bit at halftime, like what they need to change, what they're doing wrong, and how they can actually pull this out.
Well, I can certainly see that Playground Tactics, the way they've modified their play, is absolutely the best way to deal with how Industry Trust plays. Industry Trust are very reliant on their bomb ends. They're very reliant on their offense. And, like, Playground Tactics, they know exactly when they make a mistake. You know, when they lose a person, they move back. They don't allow any opportunities for their medic to get bombed in on, flanked, or otherwise screwed.
They're just, like, playing with a huge counter-aggression, immediately bombing a soldier in, trying to take out either the medic or the demo. And you can see it almost every time that soldier just comes into that top area and just puts out great damage on Indust.
Yeah, indeed. It certainly doesn't look like the same Industry Trust that just, you know, 4-1 getting or 4-0 getting cozy.
No, not at all. I think Indust needs to modify his strat a little because he keeps going through the upper area and it's ripe for a pick on those bombs. It's a little bit more dangerous on the ground, but I mean, at least you're not taking rockets and stepping just out on the door.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like the problem is that it would probably be a lot safer if Bill was the type to stick with him, but Bill's not the type to stick with him, and you know he's being basically just exposed up there, and he has nowhere that he can sort of get away. So he pretty much needs to be on the bottom. He needs to be out of the line of sight of the enemy, so that at least the fog of war is giving him some type of cover, you know.
Yeah, have the scouts maybe like help him out a bit.
Yeah, for sure, because you know the scouts otherwise are fighting a very uncomfortable battle in the mid there. You know this is all about the soldiers in the mid, and we are going live, so we're going to see basically Industry Trust is on notice. They need to win. Actually, no, this is to 5. So
This
Industry
is to
Trust.
5, yes.
Yeah, so it's
But they're
3-0.
going to need to win 5 rounds in the second half.
Yeah, they got their work cut out for them. So this time, Klepto going low, Rikachu going high. We're about to see the spam out here.
And as I said, like Indus is now playing on the lower ground. Scout kind of helping him out.
Yeah, but he's
The
getting
bomb
bombed
comes
in.
and he's not effective at all. His Typhus is taken out immediately. So Indus just looking a lot better on this mid fight. Whatever they were saying would really help them out. Only 2 left alive, 1 left alive, and he is running for the hills right now.
Oh man, Indust in trouble here, but does get saved by quick teammate intervention. So that's a complete wipe.
It's like the team switch side, but the skill did not. That is a team wipe for Industry Trust over Playground Tactics.
Yeah, and Industry Trust being very smart here and getting the hell off of that middle and getting this as soon as possible. They do not want another mid fight.
So that bombman was trying to make Indus pop, and it did almost nothing. So now it's going to be a 5-on-6 with a huge Uber advantage that come in, but the Heavy is up on the pipe over there. That's going to be the focus target as the Uber is now popped, and the Heavy jumped down on the wrong side.
The Heavy also ate 2 direct rockets without dodging them. That's going to, you know, hurt him quite a bit. We have Silly Billy and his compatriots all over the point. Industry Trust back into it.
This is more the Industry Trust we're used to seeing.
Yeah, there we go.
Just handily taking that round, completely demolishing everything Playground Tactics threw at them. Maybe Playground Tactics a little complacent, saying, "Hey guys, we got this. We're doing everything right."
Or maybe
so
they
3-1. Playground Tactics leading over Industry Trust.
Well, maybe they just offered Mumbo a slothy snack if he gets his ass in there and does some work. So that's, you know, the whole team is just doing way better that round.
So once again, as we come into this mid, that soldier bomb immediately happening, looking for the medic, doesn't find him. So Typhus just kind of like wandering around, is able to take out Bill, but Bill countering right back.
Another disastrous. So look at all the damage on Industry Trust. That is just going to be terrible. We do have Mumbo and
both
Darkstar.
scouts up looking for a med pick right now.
Yeah.
Just kind of getting some harass damage out.
Oh, Mumbo getting in there. Mumbo cannot make something happen, though. Darkstar was not with there to make a distraction for him. Playground Tactics to take this mid, but at least Mumbo and Darkstar delayed them from moving into that second to last point. However, massive Uber advantage here. This is going to be just pretty much awful.
And just putting up their defensive hold here on the second point. Just waiting for the last of their reinforcements to come in so they can hold this. But like you said, huge Uber advantage for Playground Tactics right now. As London Calling is looking to pop into this Z point.
This almost.
So here is the pop-in as Industrialists are just backing out into last. Probably a really smart decision. But the bomb is coming in.
And
he is unable to make anything happen. But Rikachu going ahead and taking out Lunacide there.
But we do have Endust approaching an Uber here while Mumbo is moving up. The Uber is popped. We need this momentum. Get your ass in there, Mumbo. Get your ass in there, Mumbo. Why are you moving back? You got big red shiny on you. Oh, that was pretty much a flaccid, impotent Uber. That's not going to get them anywhere.
Well, Dusty Trust didn't have either of their soldiers, so they couldn't get really too aggressive with just a demo watching last.
Well, the thing is that Mumbo was far too passive there. He didn't know whether he was coming or going. He could have gotten in there and picked that soldier if he would have just went all out, used the Uber as a shield, and just, you know, got that quick kill and got out.
So Lunacide is now up on Heavy, standing on top of that pipe, and Darkstar is up on Sniper, trying to get a pick off.
Well, we're going to have to be careful. We have the shot from the Sniper. It looks like he hit someone, but it's only a 150 shot on a soldier.
So now both teams have popped their Uber. Playground Tactics is having a much worse Uber. But they still have both soldiers up, only one soldier alive, and Industry Trust has their entire team up, so they should be able to go ahead and cap the second point pretty easily. With just a scout up now for Playground Tactics.
Nice work, Industry Trust. Get into that middle now.
Yeah, just a demo, medic, and scout up for Playground Tactics.
Well, we do have the respawns for Playground Tactics, so the middle's going to be... Whoa.
London Calling getting a really nice crossbow up on Munbo.
Yeah, I only saw that in the kill log there. I don't know what Mumbo was doing, but he was looking to get a little bit too aggressive there.
He was putting out some chip damage on the medic in demo, and the med just popped out his crossbow. Shot him right in the head.
Well, thankfully for Mumbo, it's not a clutch moment where it's going to matter too much. He is back into the action here. Both medics waiting for their Ubers, and there goes, oh no, Endust popping really freaking early here.
Yeah, but that's going to force Playground Tactics way out through the choke at mid, as they don't quite have their Uber yet, and London Calling dropping down to about 50 health.
Yeah, not to
but
mention...
they're going to be able to push back in and hold this midpoint.
One of the Playground Tactics trying to make a run for that second to last point gets meat shot into oblivion by Mumbo, but that's still not enough momentum to take that mid. So that's
Absolutely not.
That's pretty much going to be a fail Uber right there.
So now Playground Tactics with their full Uber going against Endust We Trust with only about 60%. They're going to have to give up this second point as they are falling back trying to set up to defend last.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I really wish Endust would have been able to pop later on that. And here comes the Playground Tactics Uber. Nice air shot by Luna's side, makes the Demo Man crater.
And Preston also going down to good damage from Bill. And Endust now does have his full Uber and only 3 left alive for Playground Tactics.
That was just so clutch. The Devil Man getting absolutely destroyed by Lunaside's air shot and then crater combo.
So Endust Choslo wants the full Uber, looking to push into mid with it.
Whoa, Bill almost got... Oh no, Endust drops! Oh no, did Bill shoot the stickies into Endust?
I didn't really see what had happened there.
Well, Bill had walked up onto the scene, looked at the sticky, shot a rocket at it, then suddenly Endust walks up into the area and blows up.
That's the last thing you want to happen. So now, once again, Playground Tactics with the much superior Uber coming into this last point, and they're not even going to waste any time. They don't have it yet, but they're going to go ahead and try and get the cap, and they are all over this last. And they're going to be able to pretty handily take that. So it's now 4-1 Playground Tactics leading over Endust We Trust.
That's just that's just another. As a medic, never get in front of the guy you're healing. Endust, took a little bit too much liberty there and paid the price.
Well, there are times that you do want to stand in front of your heal target, like if they're going to die to a rocket and full health. Like, it's better to keep you both alive than just have him go down, but not in that scenario.
Absolutely not.
So immediately, Insomniac going down, but Rikachu is able to take out Klepto, and once again, Playground Tactics just immediately showing that they really want this game. And
Darkstar trying to
almost
flank
wiping
here.
out.
Darkstar looking for some sort of pick on the mid here, but man, he just gets absolutely bitch slapped. It's not good, Endust We Trust. Not good on notice here, getting absolutely wiped out on that mid there.
Thankfully, they were able to take out the medic, London Calling for Playground Tactics. So, Endust We Trust going to be able to build up their own Uber while they try and defend this point.
Well, we're just going to need to see real clean play here. No more mistakes, no more drops, Endust
We Trust getting a little ballsy trying to hold this yard when they don't have an Uber.
Well, they really don't need to be forced back onto the final point again. That's, just the worst thing that can happen. It's better just to get this yard taken. Hopefully Endust is going to be solid, for the rest of the game.
Yeah, both teams do have their Uber, so we're going to be waiting for the Uber change to happen, probably with Playground Tactics pushing into this yard area.
Well, we got the tense standoff here. Everybody in the yard just waiting for the other to make a mistake or blow an Uber too fast or something. I do not recommend that Endust We Trust use their Uber first, though.
No, they're going to try and use it defensively and then clean up and try and take this middle point. And we do have the flank from Preston. Actually, the entire team for Playground Tactics is over in the other yard. So Endust We Trust popping first.
Oh, that's not good.
Playground Tactics still haven't popped. Finally get to pop up as the Uber is ending. This is not looking good for Indus We Trust.
Indus We
Playground
Trust,
Tech is able to clean up Klepto as well, and Indus, where is he?
he's on the last point right
okay.
now. Basically, he went in trying to stay on Bill, and what happened was he got surrounded from both sides. And that
So both soldiers down for Indus We Trust now as Playground Tactics are pushing in without an Uber. They are able to clean up Darkstar. It's just Mumbo and Indus left alive. They need to hold this, and they lose the game.
That is game.
That
Wow.
was 5-1. Playground Tactics over Indus We Trust. Indus We Trust's second loss of the entire season.
Wow, just wow. Indus We Trust, they had one good round, and then everything else was just all drops and mid-fights lost, and, really, I don't know. It was just a real unfortunate game for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So Playground Tactics goes on to play Crunchy Bunch next week, and Indus We Trust are dropped down to the lower bracket.
Yes, and so we will still see Indus We Trust in the playoffs. They, still, I believe they're in the losers bracket now, right?
Yeah, they are playing the winner of the 2020 and the Peppercock family, and they will be playing that next week. And then they have to win 2 more matches to make it into the finals versus just 1.
Aha. So we will probably, I do know that the Indus We Trust are fairly solid against both those teams, so we're going to have to see how it turns out, but we should likely see Indus We Trust in the playoffs to come. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
I
right.
suspect that they will be up against Peppercock.
Very, very likely, I think. Either way, we hope you guys enjoyed the cast. 2 games tonight. One was good. One was, very surprising. You don't see Indus We Trust getting manhandled quite so much as they did tonight. But either way, I am Sud. I've been joined by Anthol. Say good night, Anthol.
Good night, everybody.
And have a good one.